Hey, it's Hillary, the Relaunch Company, and you are in right now. If you're not here, you need to be here. The Facebook group, The Relaunch Effect. And today I just got off the Peloton and I act like I've been doing this a lot. I really haven't. But something that struck me is this. And that is, I started to think because I just did a podcast this week. If you haven't checked it out over on the Silverlined relaunch, go check it out. It's all about changes, that whole big song. You should go listen. But change versus growth. And as I was sitting on the Peloton and getting started, I thought, you know what? I can change my workout schedule. I can immediately change it, right? I can go from running, and the reason I was going to go for a run today, but the air quality here in the Bay Area is so bad, and we have an air filter up in the room with the Peloton that I thought, you know what? I got to go do that. So I changed my routine. But to growing is optional. Growing muscle, growing your business. And I started to think about the difference between change and growth. And if you think about it, growth is an inside job. Change can be something that's outside, exterior. I'm going to change this in my company. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change my shirt. I'm going to change my look. But if you're going to have growth, growth has to come from within. And as I thought about it, it's interesting. Why are we called grown ups? Like as if we're going to stop growing as we get older, right? It's kind of a weird thing versus what could we be called? We could be called, like, I don't know, grown ups. But it struck me. So then I started thinking, change can be something that is good and change can be bad. I mean, we've all had it. We make a change in our business and all of a sudden things start going really well, or we make a change in our business and things start to go south, right? It didn't work. And then we got to pivot again. But growing is a slow process, and it's usually for the good of your company, right? You're not looking to grow something to have it be super bad for you or your company. So it was really interesting as I thought about this, and I thought, okay, what am I looking to? We talk about, whatever you start to focus on grows. So what are you trying to grow right now? What type of routine? What type of business are you trying to grow? And not just looking at that quick fix of I can change this right now, because change isn't going to lead to something that is consistent. It can lead to you doing it fast, and then it's like a bad habit. You just end up doing it again in the future. So I want you to think about that and think about the differences, which I think I just named 3, 4, 5 differences between change and growing, and start to look at this as how can you start to grow yourself and how can you start to grow your business, and not look for that quick fix, not look for that quick, let's change this really fast and assume that it's going to have a trickle down effect that will promote something positive in your company in the future or yourself. So I'm going to sit here and say I'm going to move and merge into my overall routine a Peloton. Maybe once a week. I don't know. I'm going to start to think about this. But, they say that as you work different muscle groups and to do something over and over, it's actually not very good. And it doesn't create that like muscle, you get muscle memory of something over and over and over. But I'm going to be thinking about now I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to grow in all areas of my life. So something to think about here, and go ahead and make a comment below on, have you really thought about this whole change versus growth? And what are you going to do? What seeds are you planting today that's going to allow for not just a quick fix of change, but actually a huge, it's like Jack and the Beanstalk, right? You plant that bean and it's going to take a long time to grow, but when it's finally, when it's finally like growing, it's huge. It's got this big, gigantic root system and it's so awesome. So share with us below. And if you have had this epiphany like me, share what it means to you. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.